It's a prison. It says Department of Correction. You go in, you're strip searched. You gotta have your bed made by 7 o'clock in the morning. You're not allowed to get under the blankets all day, or you're gonna hear about it, you're gonna get punished. 4 times a day, just like a prisoner, you're gonna have to stand for count. Family member, a doctor, and others can go to court and say, we believe this person is a danger to themselves, and petition the court to have you committed for treatment involuntarily. There's a proceeding, and then the court decides whether you should be committed. But unlike anywhere else in Massachusetts, there's not enough room for you in the treatment center run by the Department of Health or mental health. You're going to get sent to a prison. There are people who use civil commitment, that's this process where you force people to get treatment. Some people are using it because it's the only way to get any kind of treatment. People who maybe would have voluntarily gone to a residential program or an outpatient program but can't get a bed, they'll say to their mom, okay, take me to court if that's the only way we can get treatment. Their mom or whoever will take them to court. And we've seen that happen, and we've seen these people who really want treatment end up in prison. When you're in that kind of environment, the message is, you did something wrong and we're punishing you, and that's just wrong. What we've heard from prisoners is that this kind of environment generates aggressive and even violent behavior, and a lot of people are ashamed and stigmatized. This area has really been hard hit by the opiate addiction crisis. I remember one judge some years ago said, you don't want to be the court to let someone go and have them die in the parking lot. There's this great fear of overdose. Put the resources then into Department of Public Health. Why are we putting resources into prison? Prison is not a therapeutic environment. It's a punitive environment, and that contradicts the goal of providing treatment. If your real goal is to provide treatment, then put the resources into treatment, not into prisons. Some years ago, women with addiction were held by the DOC. After a lawsuit that we were part of, that stopped. This whole dynamic of putting people with addiction in prison because you think you're keeping them safe, that's been going on a long time. When people go to court and ask for a loved one to be committed for treatment, the last thing they expect is to go into prison. Have you really been given the tools to succeed when you've just been incarcerated for a month? Or is it just a really short-term fix that doesn't do anything? Maybe keeps you alive for a month, but doesn't do anything for your long-term prospects.